What is up, YouTube? I got a pair of J's here today. I was just kind of lingering, man. Like, when am I gonna cop this joint? And I actually ended up copping it for 118 from Finish Line. I'm trying to remember if I had another rewards or whatever like that, but I think so. But yeah, so I ended up copping this for like 118 shipped after tax and everything. I feel like it was definitely a steal deal. Um, this is one of them kicks that is kind of questionable. Now I got a few angles, a few things I want to say about this kick, guys. I don't too much want to just do the plain review. You know, everybody already know what these sneakers look like. These is actually sitting right now in stores if you can get into a store. So I just want to get it before, if when this got that at the lowest price that I feel like it was going to get at, is going to start eventually selling out. The lowest I could see these going, like extreme, these probably won't too much go under 100, at least brand new. Now on the used market, you might be able to get them for a little bit, for maybe like 100 or maybe a little bit less. Who knows? Depending if you go the eBay route, Go. Well, you can't buy used on Go, but if you yes you can. Yes you can. I'm thinking about StockX. You can buy pre-owned on Go or eBay. You know, but too much of brand new, I think it'll be definitely over $100, maybe 110. But even still, that's a deal. But if you get it a brand new one for, like, if you luck up and get like these for less than 100, definitely get them. But depends on if you like denim. See, me, I like denim and leather. Even though I wear a lot of joggers, but when I do get on my denim craze, I go in. You know, I'm one of them guys that like to beat denim and till it's like your imprint in them. You know what I mean? Kind of like wearing a sneaker. Like, only you walk the way you walk. So it's like, even if you sell them, you broke them in. You see what I'm saying? But just a quick overview. I already know a lot of guys reviewed this, but just real quick, you do got 3M going through here with the holes. Obviously, you guys can see a bunch of denim. Going to the bottom, you do have that milky gel sole. I switched the lace lock on mine and I like my lace lock on my sixes right here, like literally up at the bottom of the diamond. I know some guys put them down here. Some guys still actually keep them up here. I don't know how. And some guys actually just put them on the lace right here. I really don't know how you do that, because it looked like you could just lose that any second, but to each his own. Going to the back, you do have this white. I could definitely see this discoloring and getting a little dirty in due time. One of the pieces that I do like is the leather pieces right here. Kind of remind me of like a champagne kind of like vibe with this leather, but also a little bit more Western. Typical 6. Obviously, you got the pool tongue. Going to the back, you do have the embroidered Jordan. Black midsole also wraps around the whole mid. And then you got those hints of white. Okay, so now since I just kind of like basically went over it, as far as the quality go on this, it's not like crazy premium. But they probably could have made this a little bit more stiffer if they wanted to. I'm surprised this is soft right here. I thought I could see this in 2013 being like real hard, or 2014 being like real stiff. But it's the athletic sneaker supposed to be, even though we're going to rock it casually. But as far as my talk go with this though, guys, now that I got all that out the way, one of the things with this was, number one, I'm gonna do one thing I'm gonna cover is first the denim, and then second gonna be just first denim sneakers and what I think and why I actually copped. And then the second one is going to be as far as like collabs and Nike and stuff. So because I believe that also it's like a slight, not a slap in the face, but like, okay, if you didn't get the Levi 4s, you could get the Jordan 6, right? Now if the Levi tag was all on here, y'all know how that go, right? But then sell out. Okay, so I initially got these, and you know, I didn't want to let the price go away on me. You know, for less than 120 for some J's, not too bad. Especially with the price they want for this stuff now, like 190 and 200 plus taxes, is outrageous, especially for this kind of like sneaker. Now, I'm not the biggest Jordan 6 fan, but I do definitely get off on some 6s. I really want them to bring back the Jordan 7 side note and like drop colorways. Now I know it's not popular. They kind of messed up the Jordan 7 legacy with the True Flights, but that's another video. With this though, I definitely see a DIY in the future. I was just kind of dependent, just kind of back and forth. I want to do like an acid wash. I don't know if I want to put a little bit of bleach on it or whatever and have more of a throwback Agassi kind of like vibe, but then it kind of look Western because it got the leather right there. Kind of remind me a little bit of the Levi's joint a little bit. But then I'm thinking about taking like a cheese grater or X-Acto blade and going across it so it can give them like them hard fringes like this. Jordan 6 was part of a rock band. Fomer one of the ones that definitely gave me the idea about as far as like a possibility of doing a DIY. I remember he copped these from the store on his sneaker video. At least as of around this time, he still hasn't posted any update as far as like if he done anything to him or whatever. But these though, also too, you got a red insole. But these though, I think these will probably be a fly DIY kind of like project in a way. I just don't know what to do to them. I'm really not the first guy to be trying to DIY my sneakers all like that, especially a sneaker costing this much, even over $100. Now Diodora or whatever that I caught for like 30-40 bucks, that's easy, right? Like, oh yeah, hot glue the breakfast thing on it. This one right here, just to be exact, fellas, we got the spider webs all around with that. Hold up. Like this is more easier to customize because this didn't cost that much, right? Excuse me, but so we got the kidnap breakfast. This was one of my DIYs from last year. I just felt like turning up on the about to call it an ASICS. I just wanted to turn up on this Diodora myself and just kind of do a DIY. I even might touch back on it, might put some bacon slab somewhere or something like that on here, just to hot glue it. Nothing like crazy different or whatever, but something to just spice the sneaker up because I feel like it was just a little boring. Not saying that this denim one is boring, but I definitely think you can definitely add some life to it. Just like I feel like, again, I kicked this up a little bit and just looking at this up close, it says kidnap breakfast. So I call this actually, the pink laces didn't come with it, nor did this right here didn't come with it. I don't know if I showed it before and after on my YouTube channel, but I definitely showed these last year. These was definitely in my top 10 last year. Probably was number 10 when I picked them up, when I did my countdown. Y'all go view that as well. Top picks of 2019, top 10. But as far as getting back into this though, I feel like a nice DIY would definitely either set this off. It's kind of like, as far as messing the sneaker up, the more you mess it up, and as far as the DIY go, as long as you don't go too much overboard, you really can't. I mean, like, with it being all denim, it'd been different. It was like suede right here, but then denim, or leather right here, but then denim, or something like that. But since the whole sneaker is completely denim, you can kind of fringe it up, make it look rock star like, and maybe just like put some bleach all over it, having more like an acid wash kind of like vibe. I don't know, man. It's one of the things you got to play with, and if you really want to take that risk, or do you want to keep them clean like this? Like, is this a fine, good look? And one of the things though, I feel like if I DIY this, I might miss this look. And I might be like, man, I wish I just could have kept them the same. I shouldn't even bleach them or did whatever, right? But with this, I don't know, man. It's just one of them things that I just feel like will make a good DIY in a way. So, and one of the reasons why I copped too, another one, my last reason, I got an Agassi denim too. I don't have that many denim sneakers. I know they kind of drop a few a year. I know the LeBron denims and all that stuff. That was like years ago. But, and it's actually kind of common amongst his models to drop a denim sneaker. So a denim Jordan for a GR. Now granted, these are sitting everywhere, but they didn't drop too many of them as far as like for different models. Like, oh, we got the denim 8. Oh, now we got the denim 9. Like this whole denim collection. I'm like, oh, well, we need a denim colorway. Obviously the 4s, as far as depending on the models that you like. I'm a little bit more of a 4 guy than a 6 guy, but the denim one, that looks fine too. But I do like the way they did this a little bit though. You can see the different hues of denim in here as well. So it just don't look like a big blocky big padded denim. So if they would have did the acid wash to it, I think like if the brand would have did the acid wash and made these look rock star like in a way, or 90s or 80s like, you know, like a little bit more beat up and with the fringes hanging. You know how people wear the cut up denims now and stuff and bleached and all that stuff. Like if they would have did that to this, the brand itself, it probably would have went over a little bit more better. For people like me that's not that confident in DIY. I'm not the most crafty guy neither, so I'm like, bro, if you can make it look raw for me, that'd be fine. I know some guys that get busy. They probably already customizing these now, making black denim and all kinds of crazy stuff. But yeah, hey man, I mean you can't hate me for knowing my strengths. You know, you got some people out here that just try to do every damn thing, man. Listen, I'm not that person. Look, if I can't bake cupcakes, I'm not gonna enter a damn cupcake competition. You see what I'm saying? So I know when I'm good, I know I'm not good at. You got some people out here to be fronting like they just good at everything. Like I don't even know too much about cars all like that, but I can recognize a muscle car. You know, like, you know, I get a piece of muscle and, you know, drive fast. That's it to me. You know, but you got some enthusiasts. But you also got some people out here too that a sneaker is a sneaker to them. But I will be considered, or we would be considered, a sneaker enthusiast, sneakerhead, or whatever they want to call us. So, you know, we know the difference, right? So the reason why this is kind of a big deal is because we don't too much get that many denim 6s. I mean, or denim J's. And last, before I head up out of here, one of the last topics I wanted to cover was Nike, or Jordan brand, making these collab looking sneakers. Now again, this looked like the Levi joint. If the Levi one came, if it would have came with the Levi tag, would have sold out instantly, right? I believe so. The black, the blue, the white, whatever colorways they want to come out with, right? They would have sold. If Travis Scott would have made this, but except with more like of a brown denim, and it was more like Western like or whatever, you know, his style for things, you know, definitely would have sold out easy, right? Now granted, his 6s that he did drop is pretty smooth as well, but I just feel like Jordan brand taking that high road, like, okay, we came out with the collab version, right? So let's do this we're gonna put this kind of thing on another model that sells a lot, right? So since the 6s sell a lot, or you know, the 6s eventually dry up, so let's just put the customers already like the denim on the 4s. Let's just put the denim on the 6s. It should sell, right? Like, we just make them enough for everybody, blah, blah, blah. So, I believe that happened. Another example was the Animal Instinct 3s. Tell me how that Animal Instinct 3... I don't even feel like moving all these boxes, though, man, but to show you, but the Animal Instinct 3s that dropped last year, late last year, is definitely... they definitely could have passed for an Atmos collaboration, right? So, but it wasn't an Atmos collaboration. You know, that whole safari stuff and, you know, and that fur all on it was definitely immaculate and nice to me, man. It was one of the things that was like, if the sneaker didn't drop so late in the year, it definitely would have been part of my top 10 for 2019. But definitely for sure, is rolling over to the top 10 of my 2020. So definitely for sure for that. But I just feel like personally that like Jordan brand dropping, they're just making, like, you might do a collab with them, and then they might on the other end might say, okay, if I did a collab with them, for example, right? Let's just say I designed something for the Jordan 2, right? And then like I made it's sold out, it was crazy, whatever, crazy material. It's corduroy. Like if I just really just turn up so hard on the Jordan 2, it damn near become people like it rise in model ranks, right? Because usually not too many people like the Jordan 2, but I'm just using this as an example, right? It sell out like crazy. Like it got Sean Wotherspoon hype, right? It got the corduroy. People like, where did you find this? Like this is genius. Oh my gosh, right? So then, you know, the collaboration is over, the capsule is over, right? And whoever got their pairs got their pairs. Then maybe like a few months later or 10 months later or maybe even a year later, the Jordan brand just decide to use that theme on like maybe a Jordan 8, like, oh my gosh, like a corduroy 8 with the denim and the rainbow or something like that, right? And people just, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not a collab, so it's like people get a piece of it, of that thing without my name being attached to it. Now, by all means, it's their product. They allowed to do whatever they want to do. You know, put denim on a sneaker is not like really nothing new, or it's not really, you know, it's not, you know, it's kind of like commonplace now. Kind of like the safari print. It's kind of like commonplace now, like the safari thing. Like, if you see a celebrity come with a safari thing, it's kind of like you either gonna have to turn real high up on it, like real hard, like real high, because just the regular GR safari themes are out now in most cases in different models. Even with the Air Max 95 lightweight, like, you know, like, even though Atmos did one, Nike did one lightweight in general with like the ostrich print on it or whatever. So, you know, I don't feel like burying all and going all through my sneakers or whatever just to show them, you know what I mean? Even as much as I like to, guys, but, you know, a lot of these talks be freestyles, you know what I mean? And I got the typical Jordan 6 box, my reduced tag. Yeah, because I got this from Finish Line, my reduced tag right here. Usually I keep a lot of my little things. It's like memorabilia for me, so at least when I pull them out the box, or if I ever came down to a point of selling them, I could look at the receipt or how much I got them for. I'm like, oh, okay, I got them for this and that price, or they used to be this and that price, so blah blah blah, or this piece came with it, or that piece. I don't want to get too long-winded though, fellas. I still haven't too much worn these yet. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like stuck in the middle. I like the sneakers, but then I kind of want to DIY it. It's like, it's kind of a battle. It's kind of a fight. It's like, do I really, you know, should I keep them? Like, did I just buy these just because I was staring at them too long? You know, then you get Jordan hypnotized. You know what I mean? Then the only thing you need to do is just see them on feet. These do not look bad with black jeans or black joggers. They definitely look heat. But is it really worth it? Is it really worth the cop? That's all up to you. Is you just waiting on a price, or is it just a style reason? I don't know, man. Maybe just more sort of style reason. As far as my percentage on here, I know most Jordan guys or whatever, or Jordan enthusiasts, or I ain't gonna say that because Jordan enthusiasts gonna cop Jordans regardless, no matter what it comes out in. But most guys that probably don't, I can see them kind of passing up on this, like, another Jordan, because I was kind of like the same way in a way. I'm not trying to force nobody to buy what I buy, but I like what I like, and this sneaker did definitely grow on me. I didn't care for this when this first came out. I was just, oh, here we go again, and then they want to charge this high price. But once I seen it in store, it started growing on me. When them Jordans start growing on you, it's different. You start talking yourself into it. What is different? You don't too much get a different denim. When you had last time you got a denim Jordan or something like that? Oh, it was the Levi 4s. Oh, but who actually has those if you don't attend SneakerCon, right? So, or, you know, big sneaker events. So, yeah, these were okay. Definitely could put a fit together with them. Still kind of deciding a little bit. But most of I would just say this as far as regret purchase wise, because, you know, some of the sneaker YouTube guys be like, yeah, my purchase I regret. Oh my gosh, I bought this for like $300. Usually be the price that people buy in at too. Or you just feel super guilty about not wearing the sneaker, right? I can see that too. No matter how cheap even if I would have got this for $100, even if I would have got this for $100 and I didn't never wear it, I just kind of be like, damn, man, I just might as well get rid of it because I never wore it. Now I can see myself wearing it, but how I'm gonna wear it? Am I gonna DIY it? Then I'm afraid to DIY it, or should I just keep it like this? It don't look bad the way it look now. It probably look good with like some leather black pants or whatever. You know, just spice it up a little bit. You know, I like to give myself that time and that space to come up with that idea to rock these the right way. So I talked helly long enough, man. Over 19 minutes worth though. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you love the channel. Subscribe, like too. Chime down below. Tell me, you guys, what you guys think. If the Denim 6 is it, or you just a Levi 4 kind of like guy, or you just hell with denim, man. You don't like denim sneakers at all, or you just waiting on a deal, or you waiting on is it the style? We got many reasons as to why we cop. Hopefully you buy it because you like it. I will say this though. Whoever bought these is actually bought them because they actually like them themselves for them in most cases. In some cases, you got some people just wearing it just because it's Jordan, of course. But, hey, got other denim sneakers out here too. Peace.